I'ma need a sentimental man or woman to pump me up. Feeling fussy, walking in my Balenciennes, trying to bring out the fabulous. Cause I give a fuck way too much. I'ma need like 2 shots in my cup.
Roger.
That put you free on it.
Here's part 2 of what it was like being in China with Steph Curry. I got to see Joel Embiid practice, and it's safe to say NBA players don't miss a shot when they're just shooting around. I'm not joking, Embiid was automatic from everywhere. One of the coolest things we did is we pulled up to a random court to play basketball at a public park. The people there were shocked, and then Dennis Smith Jr. and Mo Bamba were just dominating everybody, making threes, hitting ridiculous dunks, and embarrassing defenders. Lastly, Steph and everyone else decided to play in this scrimmage game. Even though Steph was asked not to, he couldn't resist and he surprised everybody and put on a show. I mean, look at these clips. It was an amazing reminder of how much better NBA players are compared to your average person. For more videos like this, follow me right now.
That they have here, and the right fit with the roster pieces. Uh-oh, look out! Curry shaking Shamit for 3.
This is flat out beautiful basketball by Steph Curry. A step back, make you want to kiss yourself. And I don't cuss, but I tell you what, this makes me want to say, God, damn it.
18 shots in 20 minutes.
That is so Klay Thompson, and I freaking love it.
I was say more or less than you expected.
I think it was a little bit more. I didn't think it was a shot a minute. It hit the over. But the funny part is coach had to mention it. We had to mention it before the game. Like, don't feel like you have to force feed him because he will find his shots. And he definitely did not disappoint on that front.
Yeah, they say he keep on above it. How you so steady with it? They say he had pockets swollen. You got to show me the shit. I say I'm doing this shit. I got the devil on my phone. He told me keep doing this shit.
That last play for the Clippers, they were determined to get Reggie a bucket. He still couldn't get it.
And Wiggins blocking Paul George's jumper. That does not happen often. Steph down the lane, behind the back to Draymond.
Just add a little sauce to it. Why not? Playing on both sides of the floor. And George, he gambled. That's a bad idea. Steph thought about taking the floater or something like that, then threw a ball fake, then wrap around behind the back. That is sweet.
Have to have help. And like I said, looking for the ring. Number 4, that is.
Second quarter, Steph Curry injured on this play when Marcus Smart dove for the loose ball, came up with it, and Steph had his left foot rolled up on just enough. Ross, a moment ago, reporting that Steph will not return, characterized it as a foot injury.
I gave him a 10 because the series is 2-2 unless Steph is spectacular in the fourth quarter. And Skip has told me that he's continuously come up small, especially in fourth quarters. In playoff time, as great as he's been, in the fourth quarter in the playoffs, he hasn't been as great as Steph Curry, what we would expect a 2-time MVP, 1-time unanimous, and a 3-time champion to be in the fourth quarter. And he was that. The first 3 quarters, nothing was falling. You spoke about how the numbers were. He ended up, I mean, even with the fourth quarter that they had, he was only 4 of 14. Klay Thompson was 0 of 7. Andrew Wiggins was 1 of 5. Jordan Poole was 0 of 3. They was 9 of 37, 24% from the 3. And Steph had to be Steph last night. He's a special player. For me, he's the second greatest point guard ever. That's Magic Johnson is universally regarded, and I don't know who you're going to get to dispute that. But Steph Curry is the second greatest point guard ever. And with another championship, I don't know how you're going to keep him out of the top 10, Skip.
Curry thinking 3. Vanderbilt got there. He lunges inside. He got it on a dive.
If you're struggling with your shot to get you going, the contact.
Sometimes all I think about is you late night.
Just so you know, when it's over,
and the mic drops. Hold on, like get out of here, dude. And the mic drops. And the mic drops.
If we dribbled out the quarter on the logo, the final score of the quarter is 28-21. Now the score is going to be 28-26. And he might get away with that against Orlando, but this is not how you play the final 19 seconds. And Steph banked it in to save the day. Come on! Curry's third three is, we made a mistake. Let me try to make up for it. Look at his reaction.
Yeah, the six ain't friendly, but that's where I lay up. The shit a motherfucking layup. I been Steph Curry with the shot, been cooking with the sauce, Chef Curry with the pot, boy. 360 with the wrist, boy.
Factory clips.
Listen, look, I'm a London scammer. Yeah, I see it, I want it, I click it, and that's Nabando Pirate.
So I know you don't have Steph Curry top 10 all time yet, which I disagree with. So I'm gonna list some names and you let me know which one of them is higher all time. What about Wilt?
Okay, that's Curry easy. I don't even have Wilt in my top 10. I think he's the most overrated all-time player ever.
Ooh, spicy. All right. Bill Russell or Steph Curry?
That's tough. I'll go Bill Russell. That man literally played during racism era.
There's honestly no greater adversity you can endure than the KKK. What about Shaq?
I'll take Shaq over Steph. I think Shaq was just too dominant. And if you go back and you look at those 2000s finals, it's absolutely insane.
Yeah, I guess that's understandable. What about Kobe?
Don't do this to me. I'm a Kobe stan. Please don't do this. I think that if you put them interchangeable, I won't be upset. But personally, I have Kobe.
What about Kevin Durant?
Steph, easy. Everything that Kevin Durant has, all his accolades, they didn't come until he joined Steph Curry.
I was at a Steph Curry pregame workout and it made me understand why he's so damn good. Now, Steph started by doing these ridiculous one-legged free throws, and in classic Steph fashion, he never missed. Then he went on to the half-court line and started draining threes. Keep in mind, this is just his warm-up. Then Steph went one-on-one against his trainer and showed off his creativity. It was pretty surreal to see Steph just be automatic with all of the ridiculous shots he took. He has the most unique workout in the NBA, including these ridiculous handles. Now, at the end of the workout, Steph made sure to say hello to some young fans that were yelling his name, and I'm sure even those fans would want you to follow this account.
It's time to stop looking at Steph Curry as one of the greatest point guards of all time. He's one of the greatest players to ever live. Now, before you blow my comments up, let's define what we look for in the greats. Individual accolades, team success, longevity, and the innate ability to make everyone around you better. Individually, Steph's been so great, he's fundamentally changed the way we play basketball. He's the only unanimous MVP, and that might not even be his peak. His teams have always been successful. Keep in mind, Steph made Davidson into a winner. Fast forward, and he owns 3 rings and 5 finals trips. Now, it would have been normal for Curry to let off the gas this season. He's won everything there is to win, and history isn't kind to point guards on the wrong side of 30. Instead, Steph proved his longevity and rewrote the history books. He averaged 37 per game in April. For players over 30, the next in line is Jerry West, and he was a full 3 years younger than Steph. But most importantly, Steph has proven time and time again that he's the most selfless superstar of our generation. Give up shots and awards for KD? No problem. Steph is always willing to trade the spotlight for wins. The stats back it up. I'm Frank Michael Smith, and that's my take.
Nothing, you ever take this for granted because you never know when you're gonna be back here. You know how long the road is to get back here because of how hard it is to win on this level. But we found a way to just get it done. Just combining our championship pedigree and our experience, and that means a whole lot when you get to the stage because you know how to win. And everybody who's been a part of this knows what that's about. So this one hits different.
I have 60 seconds to show how a major flaw in the NBA media was exposed by Steph Curry. In the week after Curry led the Warriors to the title, these are the headlines on popular talk shows. I mean, don't they know better after playing these same games with Curry last offseason? First of all, I want to make it clear that this is just a small portion of the NBA media, okay? There are actually professionals who do solid work and emphasize game analysis over narratives. Obviously, I'm not a professional basketball player, but I know that the problem in the NBA media comes when you get these guys, majority of which haven't played professionally and are awarded shows based on ratings, so the more wild things they can say, the better. I got no problem with bold takes, but I believe in a world where you can make such takes and back them up with an assortment of facts, such as statistics, the eye test, and sharing what other players have said. Because the late Kobe Bryant, one of the best players ever, had more respect for Steph Curry than this. And if you want to hear what he said about Curry, you can check out my video about that on YouTube coming soon.